In this life changing speech, Virat Kohli recalled the traumatic and life stopping experience of losing his father and how it shaped his dedication to cricket. This is Virat's heartfelt story. So he really liked the amount of stress it brought onto him mentally was huge. So he had a stroke. He had a clot form in his brain. And this happened around 2:30 or 3 in the morning. We all woke up and we had no idea what to do. He was gone by the time we woke up. And I literally saw him take his last breath in front of me. He used to do online share trading, and that became quite a big thing back in 2006. Then his online share trading account suddenly crashed. One transaction went really bad, and all the transactions he had done before that and whatever he had accumulated sort of went down. The amount of stress it brought onto him mentally was huge. So he had a stroke. He had a clot form in his brain. I was coming back from practice and I reached the house. My cousin sister was there. And I asked her where everyone was. She said they had gone for a regular checkup. And I asked her where they were. And she told me. I said, take me there. So we went there, and then I saw him in a situation that I had never seen him before. Because it was a stroke in the brain, he wasn't able to react in the normal manner. I saw him like that, and then they took him to the operation theater. It was a very difficult time because they did the operation. Then he came back home, and then he was in rehab. But I saw him, the left side of his body got paralyzed, and his left side vision also got compromised. Eventually, after a couple of weeks of rehab, he got a cardiac arrest. I was playing a game, one of these 4-day games at the first class level, and I was supposed to continue batting the next day. This happened around 2:30 or 3 in the morning. We all woke up and we had no idea what to do. He was gone by the time we woke up. I literally saw him take his last breath in front of me. I tried to pump his chest, but nothing worked. There were a few doctors around in the area we lived in. We went to their place, but no one opened the door because it was 3 in the morning. We couldn't get any response. We drove him to the hospital, but by the time they tried electric shocks and everything, nothing worked. He couldn't recover at all. My sister, brother, and mother all broke down. I couldn't cry at all. There was no emotion coming out of me. I just became blank. I couldn't register what had happened. I called my coach in the morning and told him what had happened. He asked me what I wanted to do. I said I wanted to go and play. For me, leaving a cricket match was not acceptable, regardless of what happened in life. Not going to a match was not an option I ever had or could register in my mind. So I left the house. I hadn't cried at all. My family was feeling a bit nervous looking at me because I was showing no emotion. Everyone else was crying and emotional. I went to the game, picked up a friend of mine, and told him what had happened. He thought I was joking and didn't believe me. We reached the stadium and I sat in the change room. He told everyone what had happened. When everyone came around me to say they were sorry, that is when I really broke down. That is when all the emotion came out. I don't know why, but I was upset because the umpire in the game made a wrong decision and gave me out when I wasn't out. I was upset because I couldn't be there till the end to make my team win the game. Now, I feel like it was probably the most impactful thing that happened in my life. I remember that day. I came back from the game, and after I got out, I came back to the cremation and all the rituals that follow. I remember telling my brother specifically that I am going to play for my country. I am going to play this game at the highest level, and there is nothing else in life that can distract me anymore. It was my father's vision as well. He wanted me to play at the highest level, and he was really keen on me doing so. I remember making that promise to my brother, and then everything in life became second priority. Cricket was the first priority.